All right, guys, today we're going to talk to you about different stand setups that we're using. We're going to use actually 5 different stand setups this year. Those consist of permanent shooting houses that are over our green fields and stuff that we're going to sit over. The second one is a ground blind that is portable. When we have to move with the deer, we may set those up. And maybe later we'll show you how to set those up and camouflage those. The third is going to be the lock-on. Fourth is going to be the climber. And then today I'm going to take you into the woods that you see behind me. This is one of our funnel areas. There's actually a creek running behind me here, a little stream now because we're so dry. But I'm going to take you into this area, into one of my funnels. This tree stand is it has been there for over 3 years now. We've not moved it because it has been productive. So I'm going to take you in here. I'm going to give you the pros and the cons and the do's and the don'ts of the ladder stands. So y'all come with me. We're fixing to walk in here. Okay, right off the bat, I see something that I do not like. Can't do much about it, but let me show you what it is. If you can see, we have some hog rooting. So there is hogs in here, and the reason there's hogs in here is because there's actually water in this area. Okay, so let me talk about some of the advantages of a ladder stand, and then I'll go over the disadvantages. All right, so right here in this area where we are, there's an actual funnel here. We have an open pasture back here. Right past those woods is open pasture. And then turn this thing around and you'll see through these woods back here, that's an open clear cut. So the clear cut is 2 years old now. It's thick and the deer are bedded there. They're not gonna walk through that, but they're bedded there. And so this is a transition / funnel area between the pasture on the back and the clear cut on this side. And we always have deer that come through this area, especially when the doe groups start coming into estrus. We will catch bucks that will be walking through here. So let's walk a little further. I'm going to get you to the tree stand, and we're going to talk about the tree stand a little bit. Now, I don't know if you can hear me walking right now, and everything's still green. It's very noisy. Well, that's one of the advantages of a ladder stand. We can sneak in. We're not packing anything in. So we try to sneak in down the creek bottom into these red areas and get in here as silently as we can. We don't want to, of course, put up a climber. We don't want to have to fool with putting a lock-on up in here. We don't want to take that much time because, like I said, these deer are bedded. 60 yards is the clear cut. Those deer are bedded in that clear cut. I'm pretty sure there's some wind blowing today. It's kind of covering my noise of walking and talking. But the deer are bedded right there. We want to sneak in as quietly as we can, not to disturb their activity and their travel routes. We want them to travel here. We don't come in here day after day. We may come in here and hunt this when the does are in estrus, maybe 2 days a week, and we will pick and choose our days. Now, if it gets really hot, we're gonna hunt it. We're gonna hunt it until we see our target deer, and we're able to harvest our target deer. So let me turn this thing around, show you the tree stand, and let's talk a little bit about it. Okay, here it is. You see, it's just a small ladder that goes up, and it doesn't go, it's only 10 foot. And the reason it's only 10 foot is because the canopy is so low and thick in here. But if you can see, that's it. It's just an old ladder stand that we've put in here. Of course, you're gonna have to bring some cushions because that's gonna get hard on your tush. Okay, so let's talk about some advantages. Advantages is, this is a semi-permanent stand. The deer are used to this. This has been here 3 years. So they really don't even pay attention to it now. They walk by it. We have a trail just behind me right here at about 10 yards. These deer literally have walked right by us and right up under us. The advantage is it's not very high, and especially in this canopy right here, it can't be very high. We're down in the swamp bottom. If we get up too high in this canopy, we can't see. So, short ladder, it's been here for a while. We can sneak in, and all we have to do is bring our weapon and bring our camera, hook it to the tree so we can video it for you guys. But when we come in here, we just ease in, we sneak up the stand, and we're here. We don't have to bring anything extra. We come directly in and we go directly out. So that's some of the advantages. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. The disadvantages are, if you see this ladder right here, there's no cover around it. The deer can see the same thing. So if you're putting up a ladder stand to hunt in an area that's brand new, a deer's gonna come by, they're gonna be able to see this ladder. What you wanna do with a ladder stand is you wanna put that behind some bushes or put some kind of cover around it, or put it in cover so that the deer, it's not that visible to a deer that's gonna come by. Because I promise you, right now, we're in a deer's bedroom. We're in their living room. They know everything that's here. They know every tree, they know every leaf, they know every stick. They know this ladder's here now, and they're okay with it because they've been coming by it for 3 years. If you put a new ladder stand in an area, you need to hide the ladder so that the deer and the animals that you're hunting cannot see it. Because I can promise you this, if they come by and see this ladder, the first thing they're gonna do is look up and see what's in it. But when you get in here, this is extremely quiet. You have to be quiet in here because these deer, they're right up on top of you before you really get them in sight that you can see them. So you have to be camouflaged. You have to be quiet. You have to be cover scent is the smoke, of course. You know what I say about the smoke. There's smoke everywhere, so we're smoked up when we come in here. And this is a productive stand, especially at the first of the year when we go to take our meat deer or our does. This is where we're gonna sit. The good thing about this right here, it's we've got a little cool air that's come in here this morning. The wind's kind of blowing. We're supposed to have some rain, but this is the first time I've sit in this stand since last year. And guys, this feels so good to be back in the woods Of course, we're not hunting. If I was hunting, I would not be talking to you right now, because these deer are bedded. They're bedded less than 80 yards away from us right now. And so they know we're here. We will not come back in here until we get ready to hunt this, but I had to come check my stand, had to come check the straps, make sure everything is still secure, everything's still here. Get out and check your stands if you haven't checked them already before this season comes in. And please, by all means, if you have lock-ons that you have left up or hang-on stands that you've left up in the trees all summer long, please don't use those straps. There's been so many people that have been hurt, maimed, or killed when they go to get in those tree stands and those straps break because they rot over the summertime. And I do know one that did survive that, and he did have a safety harness on, and thank God that he actually got the safety harness buckled around the tree before he stepped into the lock-on. And as soon as he stepped into the lock-on, it gave way, and the fall restraint actually did what it was supposed to do. It restrained his fall. He had sticks on the side of the tree, so he was actually able to put his feet down and reach the sticks. So if you haven't gone out and checked your tree stands and the straps that you use on those tree stands, please go out and check those. Do not use them. I know they're expensive, and I know it's going to be time consuming, but what's more expensive, your life or those straps? So be safe. As I'm walking along, I woke up on something that is fresh. Now, this may grow some of you out. Others, you may say, wow, that's a good sign. We've always heard and seen and been told if you have feces like these that are clumped together, and these are fresh, that is going to be a buck. The doe's gonna have pellets. These are gonna be a buck. So of course it's very thick in here, and that's absolutely where the bucks wanna be. And if you'll look, this is the tree right here, and it is dropping acorns big time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I brought a camera with me. We're gonna put the camera on this tree, and we're gonna find out what made that sign right there. We get out of here. Of course, we put some sin in here right now, but we get out of here a couple of days. These acorns are still gonna be falling, and they're gonna be coming. Look, we'll see what these acorns, they're gonna be trying to come get something to eat. These acorns are a delicacy for them. Okay, there it is. We'll come back and check this thing in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna find out what is coming in here. Do you see it? You find the food, you find the deer. Okay, I'm back out of the woods. Mosquitoes about to eat us up, so that's always fun first of the bow season, is we get to fight mosquitoes. So here's the deal. The ladder stand that I showed you is in between the bedding area and the food and water. You saw we have water, we have a little branch, and it's about dried up, but there is some water there. Plenty of deer tracks around it. We saw the acorns that are dropping out of the chestnut oak tree. We saw those. So the tree stand is in an ideal location. Like I said, it's in the middle of the transition. the deer coming out of the bedding area, they're going to pass the tree stand getting to the food and to the water. So we should be successful. Now, meat, sure, we may kill a doe in there at the first of season, but as far as bucks, we have to realize here in the state of Alabama, we're limited to 3 bucks. If the deer is not very big, then we will pass them up. We will get the video, we'll pass them up. And I put the camera in there on the chestnut oak tree to find out what caliber of deer is leaving those droppings in there. It has to be a good deer, and I know there was one in this area last year that I passed up that was an 8-point, but he didn't have any mass, and so hopefully that's him, and we'll get a chance to harvest that deer this year. So stick with us. These videos they're coming. The hunting videos are coming. We're going to do our absolute best to get everything captured on film so you can experience this with us. So thanks for watching, and stick with us. This is Boone from Boone-Southern.